Would have been neat to see the mosaics here in the fish tank. I don't think it's going to happen this time. I didn't bring any scuba gear. No scuba gear this time. So that's one thing I'm surprised. I have not seen more columns. It's only 2 column pieces I've seen since I've been in here. Looks to be of a nice grade too. Yeah. We're back on the path. Let's see where this main path takes us. I'm kind of curious. Let's see if this is flooded out too. Poke back in here a little bit. Yeah, everywhere you look, there's stones, there's rubble, there's parts of buildings, and who knows what, you know? And that's the cool thing. You just never know what you're going to see or find. Look at these massive blocks. Now, this is really unusual. They got these massive blocks. Did they do some repairs here? Is that what the little blocks were? Or did the masons take a week off? Get lazy? Was it earthquake damage? Things shifted, things broke, things moved, and these were the repairs. Makes you wonder. Things are kind of put wherever. See it? It's kind of a surprise because usually they did really high quality, high first-class work. So to see these pieces in here, it's kind of a surprise. Oh, this is cool looking in here. You see this shrine thing here. Just kind of a nice open sunny area. Boy, they really knew how to make like a park type setting for the people to enjoy. But the crazy thing is it was all for statuary and idol worship. That was the prominent thing. You had something you had to come here worship or do. It wasn't like they just made it just for a place to sit on a bench. There was more to it. Now let's poke around back here. The back side here. Looks to be some logs somebody threw back here. Let's see what else we got back here. Kind of the back side, the side less traveled. Yeah, looks like we can go around here without falling in any kind of a hole. That's the thing, you gotta be careful. All right. So people make things look nice on the front face, but if you really want to know what a person's about, go to their backyard, see if it's a dump. That's kind of why I look at back of these buildings. When I restored cars, I made sure the outside looked as good as the inside. And when I see these ruins, I look for the quality craftsmanship in all the areas. That way I know that whoever built it really cared about their quality, their craftsmanship more than just making a fast buck. As a craftsman, that's pretty much how I built my name, by doing high quality work, not just putting work out just to put work out if I couldn't help it. I mean, sometimes a guy's got to pump a fast job out, but you try not make it the norm. There's a little walk in here. Looks to be maybe like a bench or something right here at one time, or a statue that was here. Okay, so we're on the back side of this area that I was at before. And I'm hoping nothing else is flooded other than this low area here. Now this could be earthquake damage. See how those stones are broken like that in half? I'm guessing that's earthquake. Cracked everything, moved it. Here we go. Now we're getting to the upper class area where the pillars are. This is where they wanted you to see the fancy part of town. The part that said, hey, look at us. We got some money invested into this place. Come on, check it out. All right, so this is a do not enter zone. Do not enter without scuba gear. It's all right. Wasn't planning on going there with that water in there anyway. Oh, there are mosaics in here. This is the place I read about. Well, you're going to get baptized now if you're in there. So apparently the mosaics were covered with sand to protect them. Well, now they're protected with water and sand. Be a good place to throw some fish in there now. here's what it looked like. Now, I was reading there's a lot of Christian symbolism mixed within a supposed pagan symbolism. All right, so if you look at the walls, on some of the oldest ruins, that's what I'm used to seeing, a layer of bricks, a layer of blocks or rocks. And they just kind of staggered them. It's interesting looking at all the columns in there. So what was this about with the two pillars here? What was that all about? Nothing really on this side. There was a block here at one point. Maybe this held something like a plaque, a placard. Hard to say. On the back side, maybe not, but just a thought. That goes all the way through there. Was that a cross somebody carved into that? Makes you wonder. Well, that's kind of interesting too, right? So if you were living here back in the day and it flooded out, it's not like you're going to run out and get some gas pumps and pump all this out. You're just going to have to walk away for a while until things ease back down, or dig trenches and try to divert the water out. There's a little home site, looks like. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Welcome home. I left the light on for you. Go. Or I left an oil lamp on for you. That'd probably be more appropriate. All right, so where do we want to go? I don't know. Looks to be the water here. Let's poke down here just a little bit. Let's see what's back here. Get off the beaten path just a tad. Yeah, a little swampy here. Let's test this out. How's this feel? I think we can do it. Yeah, we got it. All right. Oh, look at this beautiful view. Oh my gosh. This is the lake they were talking about. No wonder Caesar came here. Look at this. My gosh. Amazing, you guys. Look at this place. That's why it flooded out, because it's right on the lake. I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. It's gorgeous. So you had a wall because you didn't want to get attacked from the lake. But this wall's not that thick. Remember how thick the other... Well, I guess it is thick. Okay. Yeah, I take it back. I just saw that one little opening over there. Sounds like flies or bees. Oh, it's bees. What are they here for? Hear them? Oh, they're all over this tree area here. Flowers aren't even out yet. They're honeybees. Oh, they're still pollinating. Interesting. Wow. All right. I'm glad we took this path back on the side. Took us right here. Oh, this is cool. Very, very cool. lot of things moving around out there. A lot of aquatic life here. I wonder if they ate turtle when they were living here back in the day. This has been a great fishing lake. You had fish in here. Gosh dang it, look at this. Wow. This is really something here. You know, it's not enough to just see the buildings, but to see the ambiance to the area that they chose. Look at this tower, this guard tower type thing. How it had a smaller opening down here. Let's go in here and check this out. Had a defensive position up here. So if you see all these square holes, I think these were for beams that staggered in here like this one. And they probably had different levels of flooring. So for each staggered beam, there's probably a level of a floor somewhere. And so you probably walked up to this floor right here, stood up and looked out this defensive opening and watched your area. You were the sentry. So I got to thinking the other day, when I was stuck on my grandparents' farm when I was growing up as a kid, they were 10 miles from anywhere, and the only thing that I had was to sit and read my dad's National Geographic magazine collection. And so I would daydream about going places and seeing different things, but I never imagined in a million years that I would actually be doing those things. So it dawned on me yesterday. I thought, you know what, National Geographic, you could hire me. I'm available. I'm available, so anytime. I'm waiting for your call. Look at this, you guys. This is just epic. This is beyond anything that I envisioned coming here to see in Albania ever. Gosh, there's so much natural life here. It's just life abundant. Critters and birds and just filling this beautiful area. Everywhere I go, I step and I hear something move. Something beneath my feet. It's trying to get out of the way. Look at this grand entrance. This was like the main port entrance right here. This is the beach landing. That's what this was. And that's why that sentry is there, because it was guarding this main portal here. This is where you would have got off. Right here. Oh my gosh, is that like a Roman bull sitting out there? Or am I losing my mind? Yeah, maybe it's a modern trash. I don't know. Kind of wondering now. All right, so this is, you got off your boat. Try to keep your feet on the shore without getting too wet. And you went up to the grand entrance to go into the city. What do you think? Welcome home. I honestly could sit at that lake for hours, but we've got more ruins to see, so we gotta go. All right, so this was your grand entrance. This is what you seen when you walked in the gate. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's freaking outstanding. Oh my gosh. Huh. Now I'm really blown away. Oh my gosh. Here's the backside of that gate we just came in. Look at this thing. This is unbelievable. Look at the size of this dude. Oh my gosh. It's still here. Wow. All right, see the layering? bricks, blocks, but then they just kind of haphazardly put pieces up in there. So that's really kind of bizarre. I wonder if those are previous repairs. Look at that with the sky meeting that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Wow. 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 Look at that. That is imposing, you guys. Oh my gosh. I got no words for this. This was a big deal back in the day here. This was a real big deal. See those pillars? I wonder if that's part of the aqueduct. I'm thinking it is. Then you got this here. Look at that. That was a show-off area right there. I'd like to know what statue sat in that. What statue sat in the center of those coves, huh? All right, let's poke into this. It's beautiful old ruins. Wow, this was grand. Now, this is kind of what I'm used to seeing for a walkway. These big flat pavers. This was the grand entrance right here. What was this for here? Is it a tomb of some sort? That piece there like that? Very epic. Guys, if this doesn't get you excited, nothing will. So back in the day, this was the best of the best. This was it, you guys. Your eyes had not seen anything more grand than this back then. So this looks like it was resurfaced in a concrete at one point. The concrete's kind of been coming off over the years. At least in some areas. Wow, this place was a really big deal. And you know it never had a window in there, right? So it was always open. But whether it had a ceiling, I'm thinking it probably did at one point. You got a little back stairway here. What did that go out to? It's interesting grounds here. Let's go back here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see if I can get across to this side here. want to see what these big blocks are all about. All right, so a lot of algae in there. I got a feeling that that's probably got water in it a lot of times of the year. It's probably mostly filled with water, but let's poke up here. Let's see what these large blocks are all about. What this area was for. Did you sit up here on one time? I don't know. So when I look at these areas, I try to figure out how they used them. Was this a walking area? Kind of goes down there a bit. Or was this an area that had some pedestals? Was this part of the aqueduct? Was this just a showy area? It's not very intuitive to what this was. These blocks are a little slippery, so I gotta be careful because I do not want to go swimming today. We're not up for swimming. Not in these clothes. All right. Boy, they spent a lot of effort making this, whatever this was here, with these big blocks. All right, so let's take a wide shot of this area. These interesting channels. And then you have these openings here. It's almost like this was a waterway of some sorts. And you got the row of pillars going on. I believe that's probably their aqueduct going out. So when I say I'm not really sure how they use this site, I'll show you, I'll give you an example here. Okay, so you've got these stairs that go up, but then there's no walkway going off to the right or going off to the left. It's almost like you just went up these stairs and there was something in here to see. And it was kind of a one-way and you had to come around through here to get up there. And with things like that, it's hard to really figure out these sites because you don't know if there was just a statue in one area or if it was an off-limits area that was kind of secluded that only had one way to get in. You just don't know. All right, so those are some interesting markings. Were they ornate? What was that all about? All right, let's keep on trucking. Looks like we got a big site. I could sit here for an hour. My phone's at about 40%. I do have a charger, but it's very slow. So I want to try to get in most of this today. So this is the back side of this Basilica Church. Very amazing. Very amazing. So this is what you would see on the ocean, or the lakeside anyway, lakeside view. Must have been quite a sight in the day. You're coming in off the water and you see that. Okay, let's look at this city wall here. Let's see what this is about here. Yeah, they built a serious wall here. This was a serious city. You get a wall that's this thick. This was a big deal city. They didn't invest this much time to protect a skimpy little community. This was a very important area here. This beautiful backdrop is totally understandable. Look at that. How could you not fall in love with this place? It's just incredible. Go swimming in there, fishing. Hear the bees? There's something kind of back in here. I want to see if I can wiggle through here and see what that is. There was a path, I missed it. Making my own. You know, I bought these new shoes when I left Turkey. Ouch. And they already have a hole in the side of them. I'm trying to think of when I got a crazy time to get a hole in the side of those shoes. Some parts of something. It's quite a retaining wall from something. Oh, there is a path here. Okay. That's okay. I'm zigging before I'm zagging. I kind of grew up walking through the woods, so it's my normal MO. All right. Now this just baffles me. When these were freshly cut, you couldn't even get a piece of paper in between of those. You couldn't even get a knife blade in there. You know, and things do shift. The level of craftsmanship without having saws and modern cutting tools is pretty incredible. So you got your main basilica. This would have been a main walkway down here. This was their incredible retaining wall. Just looks like a retaining wall for nothing else. Let's see what this is up here. Maybe there was something else in here. See, there's some blocks back in there. Let's poke up here a little bit. I see a drop down here. I'm kind of curious what this is. Oh, that was something. Oh, they dug in there. I'm thinking something's in here too. I think so too, somewhere. So this is a big archaeological site for the students, I believe from Tirana, and also they partnered with people, I believe, in either Corfu, Italy, or both. It's part of their heritage too, I think. Try to connect all the dots. And that's great because they need all the help they can. This is a big site. This is a big site and it was used for thousands of years. What an amazing area. Oh my gosh. Nothing else, just to come here and sit. Look at this incredible wall. Oh my gosh. That grabs at you. Look at that. Oh, that'll be interesting. All right, let's poke up here. Some more nice blocks here too. This was a main area up in here. This was a real big deal up this area. Well, they spent a lot of effort and time holding these walls back here, even up there. See it? This is probably the defensive city wall, I'm thinking, but unless that's the second entrance there. Such an elaborate wall. So this could have been the first wall. And then this one behind us could have been the last wall, more of a defensive wall up high. That's my guess. Nice little place to sit here. It's kind of an interesting opening. Makes you wonder. So I always kind of think about these walls. You've got the same size blocks, and then they get a little smaller, and then they're a different size. It's almost like they run out of a certain type size, and then they have to kind of go to a smaller grade. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe the quarry ran low on that size. Sorry, out of stock. Boy, the honeybees are busy pollinating. You can hear them. I've never heard them so strong before. You hear it? Wow. There's a lot of them here. Awesome. No shortage. All right, so let's poke through right up here and see what this was all about anyway. I'm thinking it was just a city wall. Yeah, look how thick it is. Okay. So that was kind of a grand city wall area. So this was probably the entrance back in the day when that city wall was built. You'd come up here down these stairs instead of up the other way. Wow. Just the outside perimeter alone of this city is incredible. Hope I got enough battery to do this site. When I left the church, I was at about 40. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That doesn't get your heart pumping, nothing will. Wow, where does this go? What was this for? These stairs that went up. Wow. That's really incredible. This is some kind of a grand entrance. Like real grand. Incredible. See, now it held some kind of a door in there. Massive door. Wow. That's pretty incredible. I'll have to read about it here, see what this is. Yeah, here it tells about the fortifications. Lion Gate. That sounds interesting. Lion Gate. You could name your movie company after that. Lion's Gate. Wonder where that idea came from. There's like nobody else up here other than those two guys that I saw in the beginning. I guess we went in Lionsgate. So this is a site. I might just spend another $10 and come here one more time. Bring my camera. Do another video. This site is just too massive. A lot of photo opportunities here too. It's like a lifetime place. This is the gate. Look at that. Why is it so short? It's only like 4 foot to the top. Is it the pig gate? The boar gate? Did some of the blocks fall down? I think they did. Look at that. Oh, it is the lion gate. Look like a boar. Oh, head of a bull. Okay. Cult of nymphs. I'm looking for the spring. Must be off to my right. Bizarre. All right. So let's poke around in here. Okay, so we can go up there or here. Let's just walk this main little path here. Keep my shoes out of the mud a little bit more. Is this where the spring was here? These buildings? You know, I just feel like I just don't do this place justice. There's just so much here to see and experience. It's just hard to want to put it all into one little experience for you guys as best as possible. Oh, this is really cool up here too. Look at this. Up by the lake. Wow. You've got all these rooms down here. Was this the spring? Was this where the nymphs were? I don't know. You guys, I would just kind of not even sure what to make of all these little rooms and walls. It's such a mismatch. Just a mismatch. You know, I used to take my toys apart as a kid. try to figure things out. And when I see some of these ruins, I'm scratching my head half the time. There's a big drop somewhere. So let's get a backside shot of this place. Place with all the bizarre openings. There's a main path in the gate, and that's where we're going to go next, but I want to look around this corner here just a little bit, see if there's anything else that I might be missing. All right, let's poke around in this jungle of interest. This beast of curiosity. A lot of bricks in here. These little ovens. This looks like it could have been some kind of a kiln or an oven of some sort. Like you have a hole down here for air to get in there. I'm thinking these are like an oven. Yeah, sure. That's what these were. Should like a kiln or an oven, I'm thinking. All right, let's poke around the backside here. So I appreciate you guys coming along with me. I hope I can inspire somebody to come out here and experience these things. It's really a life changer. This could be the spring here. Hard to say. Everything's so strangely put together in here. So everything has a purpose, and it's hard to understand what the purpose was for each thing. Once you can decide that, you can kind of assemble things. Until you get to that point, it's just a big mystery. A lot of pieces are missing. There's a freaking big wall over here. Now we gotta go down here. I was gonna go in that gate till I seen this massive wall here. Now we gotta film this. Can you imagine what that looked like when that was new? Must have been a heck of a sight to see. Just a heck of a sight. And you got this kick-butt lake view over here. So there probably would have been another gate. Stairway going up here. Probably would have been another gate somewhere in here. Got a nice breeze coming through here too. What a beautiful area. Another big wall here. So that was probably the last. I don't know, let's check this out. I can't just not go to this. Once I see it, it's like, dang it, now I saw it. Now I gotta go. I was gonna turn around and go to the Lion's Gate, but after seeing this massive wall, I couldn't just stop. There's even more stuff up in this hill. Yeah, now the wind's kicking up. Gosh, what a grand area. Unbelievable. Huh. Look at that. Oh my gosh, going up. Unreal. Look at that. Whew. Wow. Yeah, I would have been bummed out if I didn't come down here to see this wall here. If I knew later that it was like this, I'd be like, darn it, I missed it. Oh, it's a big marsh out there. Okay, so this is the extent of the wall for this side by the lake, because the marsh would be the perimeter. So I wonder how far out this wall went. Because now you just have marsh in here. So I'll give you guys a shot here, what I'm seeing. It's an amazing area. You know, I see these little side roads, and I was going to go back to the gate, but now I see this. I'm like, ah, crap, now I got to come up here. Because I don't know if this is going to be on the normal, little stairs here. It's going to be on the normal route. It may not be. See, there's a railing up there. So this part's not on the main route. This is Vern off the beaten path. Oh, what's this here? This fancy stone here. See it? I don't know what that is. Why that's so ornate. Just sitting off to the side like that. It fell off of some building. That was maybe right up in here. Looks to be as such. Looks to be as such. All right, let's go back to the main gate now. All right, guys, let's go back through the, quote, Lion's Gate. Looks like a boar to me, right? It's like a wild boar. It looks a little small to be a bull. Can we even get up here? Well, maybe. Oh, look at this. What the heck is this? Wow. Oh my gosh, it's like some kind of a little grotto in here. This is insane. This must have been the spring. Okay. So they probably dipped down to get their water down there. We had some little false idol right in there for whatever reason. Come down here and do whatever they had to do. I'll show you the stairs we came up, or down. The stairs we came down right there, that we're going back up. All right, so let's see how we get to the main part of the ruin. I believe it's up these stairs. And I'll give you a back shot of the gate. Straight as the gate, narrow as the arrow. All right, let's get a little shot here. This is the Lion's Gate entrance with a little spring thing that we just went by. The nymph thing, whatever that was about. And away we go. Round and round. Now you got just a stellar view of the lake. A lot of nice little trees in here. Oh, this is grand. Hoofda. Another wall. Sometimes these places had an inside wall and an outside wall. All right, the castle's that way. That looks like an old Roman road. That looks about right. Call it castle. Here we go. Now I've seen these short stairs like this going up to the last castle. Is it open or is it closed? That doesn't look good. Ah, darn, looks like it's closed. Museum. Well, at least this side's closed. Maybe there's another side to it. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, look at this. Unreal. Oh, nice. Now I'm gonna be really impressed. They got a cannon poking through there. Huh. They like their cannons here. Oh, it is open. Outstanding. Look at this valley view here, you guys. All right, let's go in. Let's see what this is. I'm not sure if our fee paid for this also or if it's extra cost. I guess we'll find out. Oh, they got the cannons here, you guys. These cannons look to have sat outside for a long time. These may have even been in salt water. Looking at all the pitting on them. Or just the salt water here eroded them. They got cannons all over this place. Look at that. That is really beautiful. Unreal. Love it. See, they're going to try to stuff the cannon out that hole too. So here's the defensive stairs you would climb up, just like we did at the last castle. You check your wall, make sure things look safe. How do they look outside, Vern? Is there anybody coming to invade the castle? Not yet. Looks to be closed, unless it's open up here. I don't know, let's look. Let's see what's up here. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Wow, this goes up again. Incredible. Let's go up. Come this far, you go up the stairs. It's not a question, will you? You just go up the stairs. So it looks to be closed. There's a lot of little different side rooms and stuff going down here, so I'm kind of curious. It's the bathrooms, side rooms, I don't know. Let's look. Let's see what these are. I don't know. Specialist. Oh, there's a restroom here. So when you get older, you always want to know where the bathrooms are. Well, once you get to the castle, they have some restrooms right here. That's a cool opening right there. I like it. Now I'm really surprised there are not more column things up here, or statues. It seems kind of like it's maybe been looted, or the treasures are taken and put somewhere else. I don't know. This cannon spent a long time on the coast though. The way it's rusted like that. Or underwater. incredible scenery. Thank you, Talamandarit. All right, so that was a friendly guard. I'm trying to figure out if this is the exit or just a exit. I think it's just a exit. Got cactuses here. I didn't know they had cactuses growing outside here like that. Look at that. Never knew that.